evening and welcome to your news at 10. I am Poguhle Dlamini and first, the headlines. Prime Minister Cleopas Dlamini has applauded the United Nations for their hard work in minimizing road accidents in the country. Sisungule Awards took place at the Royal Science and Technology Park in appreciation of young innovators in the country. Tensions between Manzini security guards and Mozambican vendors boiled over today after the vendors accused the guards of taking their money. And now, the news. Prime Minister Cleopas Dlamini has applauded the United Nations for their hard work in minimizing road accidents in the country.
The Prime Minister, Honorable Cleopas Dlamini, has officially launched the second decade of action for road safety today at ESWATINI Lodge in Matapa. The Prime Minister, delivering his speech, expressed his gratitude to United Nations for their hard work and diligence to ensure that the number of road accidents in the country is reduced. He said that this will help to halt the loss of billions on the road accidents in the country. The Prime Minister also emphasized on the importance of prioritizing road safety as huge amounts of money is lost in the process.
The call for action on road safety. Today we gather here to declare that enough is enough. Let us all consider road safety as a shared responsibility where government efforts are complemented by the private sector, civil organizations and others. Non-government organizations and every citizen in the fight against this scourge. We appreciate the United Nations, which has worked tirelessly in trying to provide global guidance in reducing road accidents.
Liphindze libuke nato letekuphepha emgwaqweni. Sibuka ukuthi sitawusukumisa lucwaningo mhlotshwana dlangulu lolutasibalela kahle letindleko letisilahlekelayo ngato letehlakalo letiba semgwaqweni.
The world, including Eswatini, is rapidly motorizing. We see it.
The Decade of Action for Road Safety was declared by the United Nations on the 31st of August 2020, due to United Nations for their hard work and diligence to ensure that the number of road accidents in the country is reduced.
Asisungule Awards took place at the Royal Science and Technology Park in appreciation of young innovators in the country. Her Royal Highness Minister of ICT Ingosatana Skhanyiso Dlamini was represented by the Principal Secretary Phesheya Dube today at the Asisungulule Eswatini Awards, said technology plays a huge role in boosting the economy towards the fourth industrial revolution, where the country needs to invest in programs that will empower the youth to become innovative thinkers, since innovation is a paramount importance for the attainment of social development and inclusiveness.
Events and programs such as this one are imperative as they place emphasis on youth involvement in marginalized groups. The world is constantly changing and innovation is of paramount importance for the attainment of socio-economic development and inclusiveness. The Minister of ICT has embarked on an exercise of drafting the Eswatini digital strategy in an effort to ensure inclusiveness and in defining the roles we all have to take up in order to attain a digitalized Eswatini. Through the annual Inventions and Innovation Awards, Asisungule Eswatini Awards, partners aim to enable the public to obtain new technological knowledge and inspire other inventors to innovate further while avoiding reinventing the wheel. Increase market exposure networks and opportunities for nominees and winners. Reward inventors and innovators, especially the youth and women, for their time, efforts, money, and creativity. Increase the number and value of locally generated inventions and innovations in the local and export market.
Simply means allowing human beings to meet all their basic needs and overall fulfillment with life. Human capital is a catalyst in achieving these objectives. So that's why it is important for the Ministry of Education to rethink and introduce perhaps a new curriculum that will talk to what these institutions' endeavor is all about.
Due to these changes, though, what we then also found a reason to transform as MTN as an organization. We have our Ambition 2025 strategy, which is what is the new strategy for MTN as a group. Our focus is not limited to telecommunications. Platform business, digital solutions, and fintech are the future of MTN. The new direction by MTN and the exponential growth of Momo as a product has led to a new era, and we are pleased to share that we are now a standalone entity as MTN Fintech Services.
Some of the partners that made the event successful were Standard Bank, MTN, and UNDP, where they awarded young innovators for their good work and to also empower those who took part as nominees. Reporting for Channel Yemaswati News, Piwoguhle Dlamini, with Temalangeni Dlamini, Ezulwini. Biggest Bride preparations have reached its final stages and tickets are available in various outlets.
Yemaswati chairperson Mr. Lutfo Dlamini has confirmed that the Biggest Bride 2022 event will be held at Mavuso Sports and Exhibition Center on the 22nd of July. Mr. Dlamini is encouraging different companies and organizations to take part in this year's event. He also hinted on that this year's event will be graced by South African designers and models. Hence, local designers and models can benefit from this event.
Biggest Bride sesimenge mumo ready from 22 July emavuso nekuthi emathikiti vela sathengiswa dzadzewethu etitolo taka futhi around the country aka Pizza Club and Grill kepha-ke sibhizi njengalesithinza kwenkampani ngoba lokumcoka Biggest Bride ukuthi inkampani atite tendele batisebenti tato tendele nemacustomato kuphindze tiyokhangisa la kwendawo so siyabakhuthaza lokuthi abathole ama-stands available nekuthi-ke kutemculo ngicabanga ukuthi abe usindwe ngebelithole masinyane nje sikabe simemedela i-line-up leyasithatha ekuseni mhla ka-22 ize isibeke ngakusasa mhla ka-23 solokumnandi lokhu sichazile lo nyaka ukuthi sithole nenkampani lesuke eSouth Africa lehamba nema-South African designers and models bafuna kwenda one of the biggest fashion show in Africa atayendela khona during the Biggest Bride so laba bathanda ama-fashion nalabamodelako bangasithinta sikwathi ukuthi bahlanganise nale nkampani because isifiso sabo again ukuthi the model funa kube ngamaswati akithi nalama-designers bafuna neku-incorporate lawalakithi so we believe it's going to be a good event.
Tickets are available at Footies and Pizza Club stores around the country. Reporting is Tibuile Mthembu, Mbabane.
Codec hosted a knitting workshop to empower handwork since their products are on demand overseas. One of the institutions that empower handwork in the country, Codec, hosted a workshop today at Zulwini where women in knitting joined together with students to empower the knitting sector to continue with their work since these products are on demand overseas where the product is less yet needed. Therefore, Grace Lulu felt a need to try and educate these women for them to produce quality and standard required products.
So lokunetha sikubonile kokuthi indlela bomake nanabo labaphilisa ngayo kanjalo nemantombazane laphilisa ngayo, but lekumqoka kakhulu ukuthi le knitting and crocheting yentiwa bomake lesibakhulile lesibona ukuthi maybe singatawushiya emhlabeni likukhanze ukuthi lo lwati lama skills akakhona ukutransferyeka kulabantu labancane. That is why sibide nemantombazane ukuthi abe khona ikakhulu nje la sebacedzile esikoleni, maybe labasemakhaya labasamele ukuthi baye kuma-tertiary institutions, noma nje ukhanze ukuthi umntwana maybe usengadecide ukuthi wentani noma akathole ama-opportunities bokuthi ahambe ayofunda. So sikhanza ukuthi ngilenye indlela lela langadakhela imali ngayo ukuthi afunze kunitha necrocheta. Ngani ngoba futhi le msebenzi wetandla ikakhulu lo kunitha necrocheta lengaphandle emaveni bathanda kakhulu tintfo letentiwe ngetandla. Sitholile ke naloko ukuthi vele kunemali leningi, so si-invite Doreen lo ka Golden Hands company lo le business isikhathi leside over 10 years soloka akule business.
Cishe ngibona ukuthi si-handicraft department sisebenza ngabo kakhulu laba labenta i-handicraft ekubukeni kwethu ukuthi kutawukhona ukuthi akanganani emnothweni. Isikhathi lesiningi vele siyaye sizamele lokho ukuthi lo mnotho kakhulu vele ku-handicraft umnotho akangwani uyaphakama kangangobe nalabamfana labancane nje labafunda vele siyaye sibakhuthaze lokho ukuthi bangabukeli phansi lo msebenzi wetandla, bakhona ukujoyina labo make babo noma bogogo babo. Lokho ngokuthi wena ukuthi umnotho vele uqhubeke ukhule kunekokuthi bangathi bogogo sebahambile emhlabeni noma bomake bahambile sisokuqalisa uyafa. Kungako sithi bantwana labancane.
Phiwokuhle Dlamini reporting for Channel Yemaswati News with Linda Shongwe ezulwini.
Sekuphithe kunjalo futhi sengiso futhi lesikhathi se-Judgment Sunday. I-Dominion Center of All Nations lisiphatha isandla sempostal defender iyakumema ku-Judgment Sunday kulesomvele siyakilo mhla ka-26 June 2022. Kasumpostal defender utaba connect inzawo totimbili esiteki utaba lapha kwaBhuta Road opposite Siteki Town Council offices kusukela nga-8 ekuseni kuze kube nga-10:30 bese nga-11 o'clock kuba sesicaweni e-Dominion Center of All Nations. Ngulenkulukati ke inkonzo yekukhulula wena nemndeni wakho, ungaphuthelwa mina nawe asidibane khona.
Bese ngiqale ukubona tonke letinyawo sekukhuphuka ngalombala nganatha le link nje nalengababi nakubaba nganatha
projects that will be used for business purposes.
Yenkundla nawo lokukhona lana si allocate le structure lesi bantu labasha labahlangana kule miphakathi lekhona la kule nkundla ba register a company and then sakhona kuba assist ku-RDF now siba assist ngale structure kusibende i-hardware because i-hardware isidingo la kalobamba le mitle lana na mitle kumamahlanya nakubamba lo msala basuka la bayoshona le cash bill ezulwini lo kuyabadula in terms of transport noma timoto sedulile lokubalethela dudana sicabanga ukuthi improve lokwakhiwa kwamakhaya la kule nkundla la kulomango akalobamba nabonkanini nelesemacenselweni indlela ke lela letawulethi income kulabantu labasha labantu bayirana le hardware letajika into investment bakhona ukuthi baqashane bodwa phindze baqashe nalabanye kuvuke nema-employment labane maveni babuye bato for hire la asisho ukuthi asigcini ngale initiative le side leli liyarehabilitate nyalo ukuthi alisebende libe active kubonakale ngabonakala nje timoto tipakile tilayisha emagundwane atikheni khona tinye setinjanjanyana yakhona kuyaclearishwa ukuthi sibuka lo wafike endi complex noma endi firm lengakhona kuqasha abantu labanengi abuye la ende lo msebenzi loyo nangale ngemuva sinema offices so allocate emaphoyisa emango nebaguguteli nebantu labasha le batobuka imisebenzi ye-investment le-entertainment nabo saba allocate le office ngale sho sithi inkampani letintsathu inkampani yemaphoyisa emango CPF investment inkampani yebaguguteli CPG and then say inkampani City Nose investment tonke lelo inkampani leto debantu labala kule nkundla bayayithakasela le initiative lesiyithethe ngozinyalo batawusitakala direct kule RDF basitakale on business income letabasita direct bona nemindeni yabo lokusho ukuthi bayithakasele kakhulu nalo ukuthi kasisho lo ukuthi in as much as bayithakasele banako nalo ukuthi sibayise kuma institution latabasita how to manage this ukuthi sichubeke kahle phindze futhi bangabhidani lokusho lo ukutawasita lokuthi le business run in a profitable way ingenisa income lesetu sikahle ke lakhiwe ads nelidolobha lilana lezwe town board but abathengela letinto sinelithemba amacontract lamaningi ayakha iyathuthuka.
Before we end our news bulletin, we'll look at our headlines. Prime Minister Cleopas Dlamini has applauded the United Nations for their hard work in minimizing road accidents in the country. Asisungule Awards took place at the Royal Science and Technology Park in appreciation of young innovators in the country. Tensions between Manzini security guards and Mozambican vendors boiled over today after the vendor accused the guards of taking their money. We have come to the end of our news bulletin and good night.